live. It's all yours, Steven.
Welcome, everyone, to the Darkest House. I am Steven, and I will be your game master for the evening. These are my hapless victims. Say hello, hapless victims.
Hello, hapless
Hello,
victims.
hapless victims.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up? It's me, your girl.
Your girl. Tonight, we have a fun session for you. If you have not caught up, we are playing The Darkest House by Monty Cook Games. It's a little mini campaign. It's designed to be put into an existing campaign, and we're using a slight hack to make it stand alone. I'd say we're doing pretty well with it, too. We have an excellent group here who has done an amazing job so far. Last session, we had quite a bit going on. The group was wandering through the yellow halls, and they had a run-in with the Smiling Man. They didn't actually get to fight him, but he was making his presence known, and they decided to back out of that area before they got lost in his maze. They went through the elevator, and they found a room full of mannequins. Stephanie was almost captured by these mannequins, and they encased her right foot, I believe it was, in a metal boot. So she just is hobbling and clanking along now. You're almost a cyborg, really. It's an improvement. Continuing through the elevator, you went to the Great Hall where you met your host, and he was having quite the party. There were a few interesting individuals wearing masks that didn't seem very talkative. You went through and basically ransacked that hall. You started carving up tables for clubs. You set the couch cushions on fire. You started smoking the place out. You found a note or two, and then you decided to keep moving on. You know, I stay in a burning living room.
Yeah.
And from there, you went back to the mannequins with your clubs. You let them come to the elevator, and you just started bashing them through the grate of the elevator, which was a quite good strategy. Good on you. You made your way out of the elevator and into the very next room, which was a sewing room. And the smell of mold and sweat just fills the air. There are a few dead moths that lie on the wooden floor, and this rather simple workroom has an old-fashioned hand-crank sewing machine on a table. Bundles of cloth are piled on another table. There's a rocking chair in a corner and a pair of dress forms, one empty and one with a tattered, ratty dress on it. There's a dirty window on one wall, but it reveals nothing but faint light, maybe moonlight. It's so dusty on the outside that you can't really see through it. What are you guys doing?
What's the heaviest hand-sized object that I would see?
Heaviest hand-size object. Well, you already have a club, right?
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I just go bash the shit out of that window.
All right. You run up and you swing your club and you break through the glass, the frames that hold the two pieces apart that slides up. You break through the frame, and then just a second later, you're in the middle of the room, you're holding your club, and the window is back to where it was. Looks like it has not been touched.
That's disappointing, but not unexpected.
Are these two mirrors on the wall?
Those are doors, actually.
Okay.
So about where you'd be standing, you're actually, I believe, on the left door coming in.
All right.
And where the view of this picture is another door. So there's a door on the far side, and there's a door to the right, along with the door that you came in. So 3 ways out of this room.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So there's like dresses and things, like you said, like fabric and stuff around?
Yeah.
Okay. Wayne will start shifting, kind of going through them, looking for like pockets, things like that.
Yeah, Wayne, give me a rating check.
Okay. Let's see if I remember how to do this. I totally was a bad student and didn't listen to the instructions in the beginning.
No, you did not.
When you were talking about rating checks, so I'm just gonna keep talking for a moment and
Until you get that macro or you type it.
Look at
right?
that! Look at that!
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
Plus, oh, it doesn't have +3 to it, so because +3 for base, right?
3 is average, so you got a 10.
Yeah, so 10 total.
I am messaging you right now.
Uh-oh.
We're doomed.
Steven,
Whoa.
stop sending ding dong pics on stream.
I didn't
Roll
realize
your
you
house
thought about
die,
Chuck
Jeff.
that way.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
And
I
yes, please roll your
suspected.
house die as well.
Okay. Oh wow! Like, come on! Like that's
The
not
house
very nice
hates
thing to
you,
say.
as always. Where were we at?
Okay, so Wayne starts like he kind of holds it because remember, by the way, that Wayne has gone full Christopher Walken deer hunter, and he's got like sort of the classic kind of like wife beater type undershirt. I hate that phrase, but like you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And then
White tank top.
and then like he tore up one of his like he had a flannel that he kind of tore up and he turned into like a little headband at some point, kind of tied it around, and he's been walking around here and there, and he looks greasy and sweaty. His eyes are kind of wide, and he's like, you know, and he kind of he takes a moment, he looks down at his clothes, like, you know, I think I'm underdressed for this. And he like picks the dress up kind of over top of his head and just starts to shimmy and shift himself underneath it. And he's like, as he tries to kind of go up and under the dress and put it on.
Yeah. Okay. It fits you well enough. It might be a little tight, a little undersized. It's a little short, but you can get it on. Yeah. So you can have your little bandana and your undershirt and a dress over that.
And I'll look right over at Stephanie. And so I've got the undershirt, which he's got a little bit of a hairy chest, right? Yeah. And so I'm gonna imagine the dress maybe has a little bit of a like neckline, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And so like a bit of his curly hairs are still kind of kicking out. Stephanie, what do you think? Is this? And he's still got his bandana on. Uh-huh. He's got his table club in his hand, like in one hand,
Stanley
shotgun in the other. How's this look?
Looks great, Wayne.
And he's just like not even listening to you. He asks the question, his eyes just go like somewhere else entirely, and he's just.
I mean, I wish I could make a dress look that good. Jesus.
Is there a mirror in here anywhere?
Yeah. Let's say there's a very muddied mirror. You're gonna have to polish it a little bit to get a reflection. It's about a half mirror on top of the desk.
And so I'll just he just starts as Stephanie's talking. He's immediately ignoring her answer to his question, and he's just looking around the room for any sign of like reflective surface. And he sees the mirror, and then he just doesn't even say goodbye to Stephanie as he just walks away and just starts. Oh yeah, this is good. Yeah, okay. And he's just admiring himself in the mirror.
James, what are you doing while your companion is putting on a dress?
Man. I also start looking at those shelves by the walls. I'll start with the one that's by the door we came into.
Yeah, looking through the shelves, you find exactly what you would expect. You find like thread, needles, small scissors, things like that. All of it is dusty, old, worn, rusted. You could make use of it, but it wouldn't be ideal. Various just sewing tools is what you find.
Danish cookies. I haven't had those in a long time. Son of a sewing supplies.
You can't be surprised. That's what everyone keeps their sewing supplies in.
All right. Wayne, you look good.
What's up?
You look great.
Thank you. I look grand, don't I? Yeah.
I think he's going for that Section 8.
Good. He kind of turns around. Yeah.
Hey, Corporal Klinger, man. Good for you.
Everything's turning up. Everything's turning up, Wayne. Yeah. That's good.
Harold, what are you doing after trying to break the mirror or window?
Just, I think just taking it in is the best answer here.
Taking it in.
I do want to go fiddle with that sewing machine, though. Maybe see if I can, if it still moves.
He's gonna like look over your shoulder as you're messing around with it.
Give the foot pedal a little work.
The foot pedal gets it going a little bit. It's a manual sewing machine, and it's rough. It hasn't been used in a while, so some parts don't want to move, but it does work. Doesn't seem to be too much happening when you start pedaling. It doesn't have any thread in it. There's no fabric or anything either.
Well, other than Wayne's improved fashion sense here, I really, this room seems to be quite uneventful. I would be in favor of moving on.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have.
Fine. Yeah. Let's move on. Oh my God! You can see my. Oh, look at my calves. The definition. Ugh.
You can tell we've been doing a lot of walking. They really stand out.
Thank you. Listen, I know I've been having some trouble here and there, but I'm telling you, I feel better. I don't know, you like a B12 shot, like everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We're good. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get out of here, guys. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great. And he puts his sawed-off table club across the back of his shoulders, which are bare, and gets the shotgun ready. He's like, "All right, which way are we going? Let's go. I'm feeling good."
Left?
So
left
from the door you came in, you can go straight or you can go right.
Straight's about as left as we can go, so I say we go there. But I'm gonna eyeball the right door just to make sure there's nothing wrong with it.
All three doors appear to be the exact same in this room. They're all closed. Do you want to open the right door?
No, I'm just making sure it doesn't open.
It doesn't appear to be much movement in this room. It's a very stale, musty. Seems like no one's been in here for some time.
Okay. But what if I turn around to face the door we came in?
That one is still open, and you can still see the music room that you left behind.
I am going right up to that door and closing it.
Closing it. All right.
All right. Now I'm ready. No smiling people in here. That's good.
Okay.
Well, except Wayne. He's very happy.
Listen, I've been through a lot in my life, and it's no, I know this isn't the ideal situation, but it's just nice to be spending time with my best friends. If there's anybody who's gonna get out of this mess, and it's gonna be us. That's all I'm saying. It's like I wouldn't want to be trapped here with anybody. I know we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right. Things gonna be great. Okay.
Mr. Positivity.
Yeah.
So you open
for shotgun shells.
You open the door, and you see that this next room is a large storeroom with multiple shelves. And it seems most of the stores here are canned foods or bagged, boxed dry goods. There's a section of non-household food items in one of the corners. All the goods of one type are stored together, and they're all organized alphabetically. Stephanie,
Yes.
almost immediately upon looking in this room, you feel that something is not right. Just like something's watching you.
Okay. I'm gonna look around to see if I find anything.
Yeah, you can move in. You see a lot of various types of food. Most of it's spoiled or stale, but
Mhm.
none of it's so old as to be rotten. There is medicine and medical supplies here as well. And those, are non-perishable. Oh my God, Jeff, that's so fucking creepy.
We're just gonna not look at Jeff.
Can we turn off his webcam for a minute? I'm supposed to be
what we'll come
scaring
back
you
to.
guys here.
I'm gonna take the medical supplies and I'm gonna put them in my purse and stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot there. It'd be able to help you recover from at least a couple injuries, depending on their severity.
Awesome. Yeah.
Uh, Is everyone else moving in with her?
Yeah.
Or do you guys just shut the door on me and go into the right room?
No, I wouldn't leave. I'd never leave you, Stephanie. It'll be fine.
Especially if there's food in there. I mean,
Yeah.
Harold, as you're looking around too, you're going to find a book on the floor near the door where you came in, but it was just kind of kicked off to the side, so it's slightly under one of these shelves in the storeroom.
oh, I'll dig it out.
It appears to have been a journal, and on the cover is the name Philip Harlock. However,
Jeez.
all of the pages have been torn out of it. It is entirely empty. It's just the binding.
Well, this would explain all the pages we've been finding lying around. It's Harlock's journal, and it's been gutted.
At least we got some place to keep all the pages now.
That is
That's
a
good,
point.
right?
Yes, that's good.
Hey, you guys.
Someone's watching us.
No, you imagine it. You remember? You guys remember Trapper Keepers?
I do. Yes.
Those were.
Those
It's
are
like
the
a
best.
Trapper Keeper. Oh man. Is there
Yeah,
like
hold
anything?
that thought right there. Hold that thought. Write it down so you don't forget it.
Trapper
Stephanie,
Keepers?
whatever you were
Keepers.
about to say, do not forget it. Stephanie, suddenly the door is gone. Your friends are gone. You are trapped here. These shelves all collapse downward and they mold into mattresses lining this wall. You are in a square room lined with mattresses, not a single door or way out. And you are trapped here alone. What are you doing?
She's screaming and just clawing at the mattresses, trying to get out.
Yeah. You are doing everything in your power, making as much noise. You're scratching, ripping at the stuffing. Your hands are being torn on the springs inside. You're ripping off your nails. Hours pass. And it seems that no matter what you do, screaming, pounding, trying to break out, nothing seems to work. Nothing gets you out of here.
When she's finally worn herself out a little bit, she crawls into a very familiar corner into a fetal position, and as she holds her knees to her chest and she just cries until she doesn't have any tears left.
And after you've been here for 10 hours, 12 hours, perhaps more, there's a voice from the darkness. It whispers, but you can't quite make out what it says. You catch a glimpse of a man, a smiling man, but then he's gone.
Does it look like I'm able to get out where he was?
He was in a shadow in the corner and just disappeared. Wherever he went, you go to that corner and it's just mattresses.
Hello? Can you get me out of here?
No response. Again, hours pass, maybe even a day. You've passed out from all the tears and the lack of energy. You've not got any food or water. Your backpack went missing.
Mm-hmm.
You're becoming weak, perhaps delirious. 2 days, maybe 3 days pass. You're ready to die of dehydration. There's nothing you can do. And the smiling man returns. He sets down a tray. It's got a sandwich. There's a glass of water. and he whispers things to you from the darkness. Terrible, terrible things. And you don't want to listen, but the smiling man is the only thing keeping you alive.
And she will unfortunately listen as she takes the tray and just sits down far enough where she's out of reach, but eats the meal that he's given her.
Weeks pass in this fashion. It's impossible to keep an accurate count of days, but maybe it seems he comes at night. There's no real sense of time, but you've come to think of it as night anyway. You turn him away, you tell him to go, but eventually you realize that his mad, wretched whispers offer you the only escape you have from this prison. You curl up on the floor and you listen. Months go by, perhaps a whole year. Who can tell? Does it even matter at this point? Do such prosaic things have purpose or meaning? If they ever did, you've forgotten them by now. But then, the smiling man begins telling you something new. It's time, he whispers. Time to return and use what you've learned. You are leaving. He's sending you back. You have questions to ask him, questions that go unasked, because without any further warning, you are standing back in the light. Unsteady on your feet, you can't help but fall back and grip the wall. You grab a shelf. The stored goods are there again. The room has not changed, except the door is right there where it once was, right where it was so long ago. That's the exit out. And your companions, can you even remember all their names? You never thought you'd see them again, but they're back as well. And they somehow look unchanged. They stare at you strangely. Have they heard the smiling man's whispered words as well? Jeff, what were you saying?
Yeah, so like I love the Ninja Turtles. I had Raphael on my. You okay? What the hell's wrong with you? Come on.
And Stephanie will rush up to you and put her hands on your cheeks and
Oh, okay. Hey. What's going on? It's just
she'll just crouch down and sit on the ground as she just freaks out. And you'll watch as she suddenly leaps up because there's food here. And she's just going to start grabbing cans, looks for her purse, and she'll grab it and she'll start putting them in her bag.
Hey, well, we might want to check those, and we don't know what's...
Anything is better.
You know what? Yeah, get some pickled eggs if you find any.
Wouldn't be... Okay.
They have a drink pickle juice? Oh, God. It's a little Bloody Mary.
We gotta get out. We gotta get out. He's here. He's watching.
You.
He took me, and you guys didn't even know.
What do you mean he took you? You've been here.
I've been gone.
No.
He took me back to that room, that small room, and all there is there's just mattresses, and I thought I'd never have to go there again, but I was there, and you guys weren't. I cried for you, and none of you found me.
Who's he? Who took you there?
The smiling man. Who else would it be?
Who else would it be?
Yeah. Hey, listen, maybe we just need to get. Maybe you guys didn't finish your sleep or something. Maybe it's just.
I don't.
You've been here.
I've slept enough.
Okay, yeah, sure. I just, it's okay. You're here. We didn't see nothing. You've been here the whole time. Everything's.
So now I'm just crazy. Now I'm crazy. That's all I've ever heard of my life is now she's just crazy. You just.
No. That's not what I mean. No. I mean, this place does crazy things. Plays tricks on you and that kind of thing.
I want out, Wayne.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna get out of here. No. Things are looking up. Things right, Harold. We're gonna get out of here.
We're getting closer, I think. We're finding more information. The weird alien room talking about a key that we need to leave.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I mean, we have food now. And you said there was medical supplies. We're making progress. We're all safe for now.
That's what he
Right.
wants us to think. Who do you think gave us the food or the medical supplies?
I'm gonna turn a can upside down and look for like the actual company, like Hormel, Del Monte, something.
Whatever. I'm just saying, I want to get out of here, and I know things that might happen, and he told me.
What is it that
What do you-
you know, and what is it that you were told?
Rowan's dead. And I mean, I know, like, it's been a long time, but I always hoped he would be alive. But, like, he told me how often Rowan would cry for me. And I would, and he talked to me in Rowan's voice. And I'm not going to be able to get out of here. He told me so.
Did he say why you're not going to be able to get out of here?
Because I'm going to die.
Well,
Man, it's such a strange coincidence. I was thinking just the same thing about the smiling man.
Centipedes are going to come out of your teeth again. You're just right out of your gums and out of your bones, and they're going to eat you from the inside. And I got to listen to you scream. I don't even know how long it was. It felt like years. And like at that point, Stephanie, she's crying, and she just kind of stands up, and her legs are still wobbly because I presume he kept her as close to death as he could.
Oh yeah.
And she'll walk out. Is there another exit in this room? Or
Yes.
just the room?
Room you came in, and then there's a door on the far side. You kind of have to wander around some shelves to get to it, but there is a door on the far side.
Yeah, she'll start looking for the other door and be like, "Are you guys coming with me or not?"
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'll kind of move up to Jimmy, given the stress of the situation, I'm not terribly surprised that some of us are having episodes.
Psychotic episodes. Yeah.
You and I seem to be doing okay for the moment.
Yeah. That's good.
We should definitely strive for all four of us to get out, but I think that you and I should pay special care to keep an eye on each other's backs.
Right. So if one of us starts getting funny,
Or
the other one just
more so if one of the other two start getting very funny on us again.
okay.
I mean, we all have to try to get out, but I have absolutely no idea what's going on with Wayne, and Stephanie must be having hallucinations or disassociation or something like that.
Spoken like a true professional. Yeah. We got this though. We're good. We're fine.
Okay,
We'll be fine.
let's not get left behind. As I then go and make sure to catch up with Wayne and Stephanie.
Yeah. Stephanie, you're the first one in the next room. Wayne, you're close behind, and then we have a little gap there. Stephanie, you walk into a kitchen, and you walk in, and it's strange to enter a room that clearly was once very important and well used, but now stands empty. How long has it been empty? What happens to a beloved room when there's no life in it for a long time? There's a tile countertop that runs around much of the kitchen. Built-in cabinetry above. It has an ice box, hooded gas stove, wall-mounted sink. There's a table with some drawers in the middle of the kitchen with a large wooden cutting board atop it. And there's a large window to the side of the sink.
Stephanie's just gonna start going through like the drawers.
And I'm gonna pop you over to the map to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like from top down. You came from the exit on the left, and immediately to your right is a door. And then on the far side of the room, there are 2 doors as well.
Okay.
Going through the drawers, you're gonna find all sorts of kitchen utensils. There are knives, various, steak knives to butcher knives. There's a cleaver in there. You find ladles, spatulas, wooden spoons. There's a set of silverware that is silver, and it could be somewhat expensive. Nothing really useful when it comes to like food or anything. There's nothing in the pantry or anything like that.
Wayne, are you doing anything in the room?
Yeah, I was gonna check out the sink, see if we can refill our water or something, see if the water's working.
Oh, Stephanie, I'm sorry. In one of the cabinets, you would find a tin canister, and it's the only item in the cabinets, and it's got a screw-on lid.
I'll open it.
It's filled with 6 paper packets that kind of look like tea, but it's not the porous paper that like soaks through. It's almost like a sugar bag, but bigger than that.
Okay. So just kind of like set it on that center countertop thing. And she'll like lean against like the kitchen countertops and just kind of like wait for Jimmy and Harold.
Wayne, what are you doing while she's looking through the cabinets?
Checking the sink out, see if it's working, see if it's the water's running, see if it's
Yeah, sorry, you said
got
that.
good water. Yeah.
You go up to the sink, you turn the handles, like a drip comes out, and then nothing. There's just air in the pipes. However, you get closer to the window, and unlike many windows in this house, this one doesn't look out into blackness. It looks out on an overcast sky. There's a storm threatening, but it's a flat, dry landscape planted with some sort of grain.
He'll just kind of cock his head at it, like sort of like the foreground versus the background focus will start shifting in his eyes as he sort of obsesses with himself and how he looks in the dress and the slight reflection. And then kind of his eyes will peer back and see the rest of it. And he'll be like, well, ain't that something? Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, look at this. This is different. This is new.
Step over. Yeah.
And then I'm going to try to
outside.
smash it with the club.
Exact results you expect. You smash it, window breaks, glass shatters, flies everywhere, and a second later, you're just a step away from the glass, and the same view is there. Jimmy, you kind of shield yourself from the glass, but you're still right up next to him. Stephanie, did you go up next to the window too?
She like walked up. She's kind of standing behind both of them.
Okay. Harold, where are you at?
I would have been interested in the sink as well. So if that's where that window was, that's where I would have gone up to.
Okay. So the 4 of you are kind of all towards the window looking out. And that's when you see movement outside in that field. You see a few cows just slowly enter the field from the left of your field of vision. And they're just eating grass.
That's that is, I don't know, that a very hopeful sight that despite all that we're going on, it's happening in here, just right over there, just things are normal.
I'm looking up at those overcast clouds. I'm just waiting for the Zelda hand to come down and grab those cattle.
Yeah, the clouds are overcast, but they're not roiling the same way the previous clouds were. There's no real movement. They're just kind of slowly drifting in the way you would expect a normal cloud to.
What was the landscape again?
A field of grain and grass.
How's the horizon look?
You can just see out, and it's just, like you would imagine Kansas to be. But we're not in Kansas anymore.
I can imagine what Kansas looks like.
Just endless plains.
There wasn't like a field around the actual, like.
Oh no, you guys were in New England,
right?
The woods.
So there wasn't a field around the original house that we were in.
No, that was in a neighborhood. You're right.
Yeah, so like Wayne will just
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he'll just mutter like, yeah, I don't really remember fields around, anything.
It was also winter, wasn't there snow?
Yeah, I put the change on the rover.
And a bit later, you guys are still watching. You see two more figures enter your field of view here, looking out on this field. There's a man who looks like he's in farm clothes, entering from the right of your field of vision. And following him dutifully, energetically, is a little dog. Not a little dog, like a medium-sized dog, like a herding dog, a working dog.
I'll bang on the window. See if I can make enough noise to draw attention.
You're banging on the window as loud as you can. You're using the wood club to just hit the frame, rattle as much as you can, but he must be too far away in this field because there's no reaction whatsoever. The man's just casually walking towards the cattle.
The window, is it like what kind of window is it? Is there like a lock? Is it a crank? Like what kind of window is this?
It would be the crank window that cranks forward, and it's got like the 12 small 4x6 panels of glass.
Yeah. Can we just open it like without trying to smash it?
Unfortunately, no. It appears to be jammed.
Oh. Okay.
And
it wasn't meant to be.
About now, the man gets pretty close to the cattle, and then, without warning, he swings that axe and cleaves right into the skull of one of the cows. The dog bolts towards a different cow and just grabs at the haunches and just hamstrings it, and the cow stumbles forward, and the man pulls up his axe, walks over, slams down into the other cow. The dog goes for a third cow and gets a bite on it, but the cow kicks the dog off, and the rest of the herd is able to make it off while the man and the dog begin to not give chase, but he continues hacking at the skull of the second cow. And then he throws the axe and puts his hands deep into its head, pulls him out, and just smears the blood on his face. The dog begins to eat the first cow. The man continues just covering himself, his clothing, his hands, everywhere, even the back, as far as he can reach. And then he sits on the ground next to the feasting dog and faces the window, staring at you blankly.
I'm not a farmer, but I'm pretty sure that's not how that's supposed to happen.
Yeah, the moment he lifted the axe to land it into the cow, Stephanie just hit her face in Jimmy's back and she wasn't looking.
I'm gonna bang on the window with my club and just shout out, "Fuck you and your dog!" I'm gonna just start swinging my club at random stuff in the kitchen.
You're just smashing everything, and it all stays broken. It's only the window that resets itself. So you're able to destroy these cabinets. You rip out the drawers. You throw that cutting board in the various containers all over the place. The dog is got its entire head and shoulders inside one of these cows. You can only see the two back legs and the tail as it's just eating its way inside.
As I'll start fiddling with the faucet on the sink.
Again, the faucet seems to be mostly full of air. You don't get any water or anything out.
Wayne will like very calmly wave at the guy to see if there's any recognition, and just like this like weird distant chuckle, and then he'll go check out the refrigerator, the ice box, I should say.
You will not get a response from the guy.
Yeah, I figured.
Stephanie, are you still cowering?
She will move over to like the stove.
Jimmy, in your anger, your tantrum, you knock over the stuff on the table, the island in the center of the kitchen, and you would expect a wooden clunk to hit the ground, and you do hear that, but you also hear a metallic clank and a skitter on the tile. Looking over, you'll see that there is a metal skeleton key.
Oh, I am all fours, dropping everything, grabbing for that key. Yeah! It's showtime, folks. Look at that.
We have a key?
We have a key.
Do we backtrack?
To the guy with the door and the thingy?
To the
Yeah,
lady
to the
in the
alien,
spaceship.
yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna see if there's anything to eat in here. One sec, I'm thirsty. You know, I see the freaking sink and I get really thirsty, and now I just need to quench it. So yeah, just let me 1 second. I just really quick. Just want to check the ice, but just real quick. Then we can go. Just one thing, real quick.
Okay.
Christ, drink some pickle juice. Yes.
You got some pickle juice? Oh
And then
god.
the smiling man shows up.
Yeah.
He's got a minigun.
Wait,
Stephanie's gone again.
You were never gone to them.
That is true.
yeah.
While you're in here deciding whether to backpedal or not, you hear a little noise coming from one of the rooms that you have not entered.
Oh, fuck. You all heard that, right?
I'm running to the window and looking out the window.
You'll see the guy still sitting there. The dog is completely blocked from view, but you can see the leathery skin of the cow kind of moving up and down occasionally.
I'm gonna. All right, it's not the weirdo. So whatever that is over there, that's not the weirdo.
What did it sound like?
It sounds like possibly a telephone ringing in the distance.
Go for it.
Is it like old school telephone, or is it
Yeah, like
cell
the
phone?
doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Hey, I
That's
can
my
hear it. It's
ringtone.
there.
Okay, yeah. Like, I'll close the ice box if there's nothing in it, and I'll go with Harold.
Yeah. Club at the ready. I'll
You're
open
headed
that
towards
door.
the sound?
Yeah.
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 What could possibly go wrong, Steven? Like, I mean,
Nothing. Literally nothing.
phone's ringing. Clearly, we're gonna answer
Somebody's
it.
got to answer it.
Maybe it's like the Matrix. We put our heads up to and we get sucked into it, and then we're out.
So it's coming from one of the two doors on the right there for you, but you're not quite sure which one. It sounds similar on either one.
I'll open the top, the rightest door.
Rightest door.
Mhm.
Okay. If it's the rightest door, I think you're thinking, then you open to see a dining room. And this is a very nice dining room, well decorated. But you know that feeling of almost recognizing something or someone as the knowledge sits on the very tip of your mind?
Yeah.
You get that same feeling right now, but you're getting it about this ghostly figure that is hovering over the dining room table. It's some sort of woman who appears to be floating as if she's underwater. She's got chalk white skin, and her lithe feet never touch the floor. No matter how hard you try or turn, you can never see her face on. Her head is always turned away, and yet she seems incredibly familiar.
Okay, I close the door. Well, there is a floating ghost lady in that door, so let's try the other one.
Agreed. I can't punch a ghost. It's not happening.
Let me get you.
Speaking of which, I'm getting my club back.
This is what you saw. I couldn't find the image right away. But.
Yeah, I stand by my decision to close the door.
Yeah.
Steven, we encountered a dining room back when we were children. Does that dining room look like the same dining room?
It does not.
Okay.
The one
Wow.
that you saw was it had a feast of rotten food and a rather obese man, but it was
like
very
transition.
plain and simple. It was just plain off-white wallpaper, and that was it. No decoration whatsoever.
Yeah, it was like the servants' dining room. Like this
Yeah,
is
kind
like,
of. Exactly.
I got you. Yeah.
All right, so you close that. You're going to look in the other room, or you want to just completely backpedal here?
Look in the other room.
Yeah, let's look in the other room.
All right, the other room you're going to open, and you'll see what remains of a parlor. This room, it has a brown and white velvet wallpaper, matching but slightly darker Victorian-style sofa, upholstered French chair, and the chair might be to the point where... I'm sorry. The room might very well be to the point where the festering wound of the darkest house first consumed the original house that was. This appears to be one of the oldest, most dilapidated rooms you've ever seen. Perhaps the thought
Is
comes
that
into your
door
mind.
the door we came through?
No, that is what you're looking at is where you're coming in right now. And the thought enters your mind. Perhaps this was where the first house began missing the family it once loved. Oh, and there is also a large hole in the wall behind the sofa, about the size of someone's head. There's something maybe dark and ominous about it. You decide.
Okay. Any sign of a phone, or is the ringing louder?
The ringing is a little bit louder.
Thank goodness. The ghost room wasn't the right one.
Thank good. I would rather punch a ghost.
What? There's no...
He could be watching. He and Stephanie staring.
You know
at
what? I
the
got
wall.
this. I got this. And I am just gonna bust into the room to go and slam that door closed on the far side of the room.
Okay. You're able to slam that door closed. It has no sort of give whatsoever, or resistance. It slides right away. But when you get closer to that door, you do hear ringing coming from the other side. It appears like you're getting closer to the ringing. The wall that you came out of that had your door, just to the right of it, is a very large staircase. Like a double wide staircase.
Or down.
Guys, stairs, right there.
And it goes up.
phone's in
The
here, the
staircase goes
stairs-
up, by the way.
We still have flashlights, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to make the mistake of going and shining that light in that spooky hole.
I love you.
Listen,
That is an error.
everyone listen.
He could be right there.
I am certain that the further we get into this house, the less danger I think we're in. I'm not saying we're not in danger, but I've seen this kind of behavior before where someone has a message they want to convey. They just don't know how to convey it in a non-destructive way. So I think we just, need to listen.
Are you? Jimmy's going to feel very called out all of a sudden, and he's going to try to calm down before he just loses it again. All right. We'll play it your way. I see a smiling man. I'm going to hit a smiling man.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that entirely.
Whack-a-mole.
Fuck that guy.
Whack-a-mole. Absolutely.
Yes, I agree entirely with that. I mean, even when someone's trying to aggressively convey a message to you, you still defend yourself.
Oh, God, best defense is a good offense.
All right, so Chuck, you're gonna go up to the hole.
Yep.
You're gonna shine your flashlight in.
Yep.
Not a single ray of light shines into the hole.
This is exactly as I was thinking. It's like the hallways between rooms where the light doesn't penetrate. Wayne, could you come hold on to my arm?
Yeah. Yeah, I got
All
you
right.
back, Errol. No problem. I got you back.
As I stand on the couch, have Wayne hold on to my arm.
Oh, yeah.
My right, please. If I lose a hand, I want it. I at least want to keep my right hand.
Sure. You been working out?
Not really. No, I've been eating better, and I did switch to diet soda, which my doctor said would help thin me down a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then I'll reach in.
All right. Two things. One, you kind of have to get on the sofa to get in the hole, like you said.
Yep.
And you're going to hear a papery crunch.
Do I?
You still want to put your hand in the hole first?
Look back and Wayne's just beatboxing. I'm just fucking with you. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's yes, better my hand than my head. I know your description
wait.
said a head-shaped hole, but I'm not falling for your tricks today, Steven.
I run it as written. I'm innocent of this.
Nice
No blood
try.
will be on my
Vows.
hands. The hole is strangely deep. Your left arm goes in and it goes in and it goes in all the way up to your shoulder, and you cannot reach the other side. You might even begin to suspect there's a room behind the wall.
Well, I'm shoulder deep, and I still haven't found anything.
You can still hear the ringing of the telephone in the distance, but you hear another noise as well, getting your head that close to the hole. Something that sounds like maybe the grinding of teeth.
Nope. Hand out. Hand out. Hand out. Hand out.
You pull out your hand as fast as you can. No resistance, nothing grabs you, but as you're looking into the darkness, scared as fuck, you see a face. And just the fraction of a second, it's gone. The thing about this face is that I say it's a face, but it was actually a head wearing a mask. A rather metallic mask.
There was a face there. It wasn't the smiling man, but there was definitely a face, and it was grinding its teeth. And I think that's about all my bravery for right now.
You did a great
Hey,
job.
here's an idea. We take that couch and we put it over that hole. Huh?
Wait.
Sound good to you?
When he was stepping on the couch, there was like something
There was
crinkling.
a crackling noise. Yeah, let's pull the cushions.
Go through the cushions. Yeah.
Maybe we'll find some change.
Yeah, you pull up the first cushion, and you find another journal entry.
Nice. Oh, and I shove those cushions in the hole.
Okay.
Yummy cushions.
It's a handwritten page, appearing like it's torn from a journal. Reads July 30th. With the antimony's help and the power of the lacuna, and performing a conjuring I never could have imagined on my own. The thing was awful. I don't know how to send it back. I enchanted some flames to keep it in place. Perhaps I should post some kind of guard, or perhaps I could build something. The antimony tells me that there are 8 mystic tools that can work wonders somewhere in the house. The tools sound familiar, but why? July 31st. The antimony says it's possible to enter the lacuna, but I'm afraid. I think it's not only an empty spot in space, but also time. August 1st. Have I already written this? I found a page and it appeared torn from my journal. And the writing was in my hand, but I couldn't have written it. And it was dated later this month, relating things I hadn't yet done. I strongly suspect that there's something about the aeoloptic structure that unhinges us from time. And the journal entry that I saw said that I entered it. I wonder why the page was torn out. And now, of course, I've misplaced the journal page. I don't know if it's just the forgetfulness that I've been experiencing or if it's faded away like some kind of ghost. I know that wayward or lost spirits exist as ghosts. Goddamn, but I know a thing or two about that. Perhaps things can have ghosts as well. Could a book? I'm not sure you could read the ghost of a book. If I had the ghost book, I would take it to my private study. I'd have a way to read it there. August 2nd. The mother of something. Inexplicable things, senseless things. One of those. I remember my dear sister whispering about this person being whatever. Whispering in some sort of secret chapel. Is this mother related to our mother? Did I even have a sister? That suddenly doesn't seem quite right.
What do we have that could be tools that we found here?
Like anything, right? Like, couldn't we? I mean, technically, we found like a lot of the stuff, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Found some guns. Guns
Yeah,
just a tool in a killer's hand, right?
I mean, I got this club and
There was the clock.
bicycles, Buffalo nickel. Starts going through his, it's like lifting his dress up and reaching into his pockets underneath.
Anyway,
Okay, so we gonna answer the phone or let it go to voicemail? Because it should have done that by now.
let's get the phone. I will open the door.
Hey, any of you guys ever read Khan?
Chuck Harold.
Yeah.
Before you actually leave the sofa, you pulled out the cushion, you shoved it in the hole, you started reading that page, and you're ready to walk to the door where the ringing is coming from when you hear, "What do you fear the most?" Coming from the hole.
Did anyone else hear the whole talking?
Did I hear the whole talking?
Does anybody else hear Steven?
Yes. Did any? Of us
I'm
hear
sorry.
that?
Who was closest? I know Wayne was next to him. James, how
Yeah,
close
I
were
was
you?
right next to him.
I was sort of where the chair is between the door and the hole.
Fairly close. Stephanie, where were you at?
I'd probably be closer to that other door and like the bureau or whatever next to it.
Okay. Then yes, I would say all of you are close enough to hear that.
Okay. I'm not engaging with this. I am not answering. Let's just go find the phone.
Wait.
What was that question? Something about Kant, Wayne? Yeah?
Yeah. The antinomy. Don't worry about it. But you said, Harold, you said that, someone's trying to communicate and now they're trying to do so in a non-destructive way. They're asking conversational questions and now you're just going to turn your back on them and not engage?
Oh my gosh.
It's like,
oh God.
Listen, I'm afraid of a lot of things, I mean, maybe you're talking to Harold, maybe you're talking to the group, but I'm afraid, I'm afraid that I'm a failure and that, I'm afraid that I'm going to turn out like my dad and everything. That's what I'm afraid of. And like a bunch of other things too, but like, I don't know, man. I'm afraid of my own brain. Like when it's like, I don't like being with myself. So like when when I'm by myself, the voices keep going and stuff. So I, drink and I do other things and it shuts them up. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm just talking to him. You say non-destructive. It's just conversation. No one died from conversation.
You are correct here. I will go up and pull the cushion out of the hole. and I will speak into the hole. Could you please repeat the question?
What do you fear the most?
Right now, probably all the terrible things that are hiding in this house, and the smiling man not being able to ever escape, all of us being broken and becoming just, as you say, furniture of this terrible place.
Would you say that is the truth? That is what you fear the most? You don't have to tell me yet.
Right?
Just yes or no.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Right now, yes.
You hear a response. Delicious. And then you see the face. I'm sorry. A hand pushes the cushion out of the hole, and you see the face that I was telling you about. This metallic mask of thorns with black eyes, blood coming down from the mask, and his teeth are grinding together so hard that blood is coming out of his lips. And he puts in one arm through the hole and then another, and then pulls himself out. And as he's pulling out, his back arches in an impossible way so that he's immediately upright. And then his pelvis and legs follow, and he stands up in the corner of this room.
Oh God, you, my friend, are quite terrifying. Are you here to? Do you intend us harm?
I wish to hear your greatest fear. And he looks towards Ashley, Stephanie this time. Looks towards, you can't see his eyes, it's just black, but he is facing you specifically.
Stephanie kind of just like doesn't look at him anymore, and she's like fiddling with her hands, and she's like, I don't want to lose my chosen family.
Describe it. Spare no detail.
They're here, and that's what I'm scared of.
Elaborate. Tell me more.
What do you want to hear? That the smiling man told me how he's going to take each and every one of them away from me, and then I'm going to be left alone again? In this house? You don't deserve to hear it. Pervert feeding off my fears.
It's fair.
Delicious. And then he turns towards James. Tell me your greatest fear.
And I'm just going to have my eyes locked on his mouth. Teeth.
He just grits his teeth even more. Delicious. And he starts to half turn towards Wayne, and then he turns back to James and takes a step towards you and gets right up on top of you. He doesn't lean down, but he's right next to you, super close. Now I can take that fear from you. I suspect you'd like to be free of it. Or if you'd rather, I can take away any memory that you no longer want. Would you like that?
I would like that. But, you're going to get out of my face right now before I remove my fear from your face.
He just grits his teeth even more and takes a slow step back. It is an honest offer. However, there is a price to pay.
What would that price be?
As with all things, prices are negotiable. What do you have of value? Perhaps. And he is still looking at you, Wayne, or I'm sorry, Harold, and he sticks out the one hand holding a roll of parchment and points it towards Ashley there. Perhaps her life?
Well, we're not exchanging any of our lives for anything that you have to offer.
Still holding the parchment out towards Stephanie there. He then rotates it towards Wayne. Then all of his memories, they are full of pain.
Then he wouldn't be Wayne.
Yeah.
Is that a yes? He turns back to James. Do you accept my offer?
Don't.
I'm gonna look at Harold.
No. No.
Hey, Harold, catch. And I'm gonna throw him the key.
I catch the key awkwardly.
And I swing my club at the man.
All right. Roll rating. Let's do this.
All right. I have 2 rating macros here on my bar. I'm not sure which one it is.
The one with the fist right now.
Neither.
I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, they both have the same image.
Okay, then you have 2 of the same macro on there. Check your macro compendium there and get the rating check with the fist.
I don't see one with a fist. They both have the house on them.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, it's 2d6 then. Sorry.
Okay, I'll just roll that then. 6. Bang.
All right. 7. And were you using what's your rating that you're adding? Your
overall 3, I suppose.
3. All right, you got a 10. You swing, and the Arbiter, roll your house die as well, just another d6. The Arbiter there, he doesn't even move, and you swing, and you hit him straight on in the face, and your club glances on the metal, and it cracks his neck, and an horrible sound, a crunching sound, and then it rotates back. And he's still gritting his teeth, but it turns into a grin. Delicious. My turn. And then the one hand with the ring just reaches out to grab you in the throat, Jimmy. Give me another rating check to defend. Then we're going to get to Harold and then Stephanie, and then we'll do Wayne. Because Wayne's probably having too much fun.
Ooh-wee.
I find my own fun, Steve.
All right. How are you blocking this hand?
How is he coming at me with this hand?
He just reached out to grab for your throat.
I'm gonna try to and I assume his hand is large. So I'm gonna
he's a larger man, but he is humanoid-esque. Yeah. So
okay.
Imagine like 6'6" type guy.
Okay, so just a big dude. All right, I'm gonna drop my club, reach for his hand, and put him in a wrist lock.
All right, it grabs, and again, you hear more crunching and twisting. You don't necessarily break anything this time, but you hear a little, oh. Harold, what are you doing?
I'm going for that piece of parchment in his hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab that.
Give me a rating check and a house die after.
Rating check was 9. House die was a 3.
9. We're gonna just add your base 3. That gives you a 12. You are going to be able to grab this parchment here. It's a rolled up piece of parchment. Just you're not going to be able to see too much right now. It just crunches underneath you.
Yeah.
It grabs right out of his hand. He turns and looks right at you with his darkness eyes. Stephanie, what are you doing?
Are you able to get us out of here?
I'm gonna need a rating check for persuasion now, because he's happy to fight you guys at this point.
Yeah. 12.
You guys are rolling great.
And then
Yeah.
House die 2.
This guy is not a deer.
True.
I could guide you out, but that would not cause more pain.
I mean, it could.
Wayne, what are you doing?
I'll say, you like pain? Try this. And I'm gonna put my shotgun right at his fucking neck and just try to blow his head clear off if I can.
Yeah. And you have Boone on this. Go ahead
Yeah.
and roll 3d6, drop the lowest.
Yeah. And what's the rating for the gun again?
That's only for the
Plus
damage.
3?
I was doing that wrong. So it's going to be
12.
your normal rating. 12
so 12.
hits. Go ahead and roll damage. It's 1d6. And the rating for the shotgun, I believe we said was 6. So you're going to add a 6 to whatever you roll.
1d6 plus 6. Okay.
Yes.
So she's 7.
You get right up on him. You put the shotgun up to what?
I just wanted to put it like, because if he's never been looking at me, which to a lesser person might have gotten upset about it, but Wayne is comfortable with himself and doesn't take it personally. And so
yeah.
I'm assuming he's not looking at Wayne. So I just wanted to put it like right up against his neck and see if I could just blow his neck out.
Yeah, you do. You just barely had the last second reaction to tilt the shotgun so you wouldn't hit James on the other side. James, the shotgun shell blasts over your shoulder along with chunks and viscera of the Arbiter's neck here. You're just covered in this gunk. Your ears are ringing. The Arbiter's head falls backwards towards the shotgun, so it's just hanging like 180 degrees, and it's eye to eye with you right now, Wayne. And his teeth just continue gritting and grinding on themselves.
My prediction for this fight? My prediction? Pain.
James, you are up.
Oh,
I
man.
have no idea that. Rocky 3.
You still have his hand in a vice grip, but there's still strength in it.
Steven, should we be rolling house die?
Yes, I'm sorry.
That was a 6 on mine.
Thank you. So that is the house hates you, of course.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh boy.
I just kiss him.
Your shotgun blasted his neck, and then you're holding it, and you start pulling it back just to get it away from him, and you see that the barrel of the shotgun is now a human mouth, and it just begins screaming. Ah!
What
The shotgun right now is useless.
Shut up! Shut up, you stupid shotgun!
All right, James, now you're up.
I'm not going to try to hurt him. I'm going to try to shove him back towards the hole in the wall.
Okay, yeah. Another rating check, and then do the house die.
Alrighty. +3. Oop. Oh, baby, look at that.
Look at that. What's our house die? All right. The house waits. You shove him, and he begins to backpedal, and his head is already broken backwards. So from your point of view, he almost looks headless. You just see the gross, destroyed neck hanging on by a couple threads of skin. And you shove him back, and you actually push him. He's going to trip on the sofa, and he's going to kind of go into a seated position, and the sofa is going to tumble back a little bit. His head is just barely starting to go into the hole there. Let's go on to Harold.
What's the piece of paper?
So this is all happening, and Harold unscrolls the paper, and it is a contract. It's written with a lot of legalese. It has a very calligraphic script. I don't know what I'm saying. It has very fancy calligraphy on it.
Yeah.
Handwritten contract.
Is it signed?
It would be signed by the Arbiter. No name.
I pull out my Zippo.
Oh, all right. You gonna start the burning?
Yep.
Okay.
Solve it with fire.
Stephanie, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and help them shove the Arbiter through the hole.
Okay. Do you want to do a rating check or just give someone boon on their next rating check?
I'll give someone boon.
Okay. So the next person to shove will get to roll 3d6, drop the lowest. Wayne, what are you doing?
So my gun's still a mouth, and it's just like
Yeah.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit shit going on right now.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'll let it go, and I will just I don't know, linebacker sled, try to shove him into the hole. And
Okay.
Yeah.
3d6, drop the lowest.
Okay. Oh boy, that's a 15. That's a 15,
That is a
Grabby.
15. So this is a somewhat small hole that you're trying to shove this guy into, because it was about head shape and he just had to squeeze through it. You run up and you just hit him. Stephanie's right there with you, helping push you. And you're actually going to break a bit of this wall open, go through the plaster a little bit. And the Arbiter is going to be halfway out of this hole, halfway out, halfway in. His feet are still on the sofa. His waist is on the plaster that's still up. And then the rest of his body is in this hole right now. We did not have the Arbiter go after Jimmy that time. So we're going to have him go now.
My house die was 4, by the way.
All right. From the staircase, you hear a Harold, I need my medicine. And the Arbiter is going to swing an arm, and it's going to break through this plaster. And mid-swing, a rope, chain with razor blades attached to it, like a whip, swings out, and it's going to go towards Wayne. Give me a defense rating check here. You do have boon on this.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think he'll so basically he's just gonna try to spin out of the way if he can. 16.
Ooh. 16. So you're gonna just barely roll out of the way, kind of splitting the seas between you and Ashley. You give her a little bit of shove out of the way too, and that razor will go through and it'll slice the sofa clean in half. It'll go right through the wood, through the cushion. The sofa is in two. James, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to put him right through that hole again. And if he just tore
he's
tore
almost
a little bit
there.
bigger, yeah, so I'm going for it. 2d6 plus 3. Oof, that's not good. Plus my house die is 3. So 9 with a 3 house die.
So that chain is kind of embedded in the floor now, and you go to push him, but he's got such a grip on it that he is holding himself in place, and you're not able to push him any further.
Dang.
And the house hates you, of course.
Naturally.
Harold, what are you doing?
I hear
You
my
have a burning piece of parchment in front of you, and it's burning kind of green.
Do I still hear my mother calling from
Oh yeah,
upstairs?
yeah, she's wailing.
I will let the piece of paper drop to the ground, continue burning. I'll grip my club a little tighter, then I'm heading up the stairs.
Ooh. All right. Stephanie, you kind of just got shoved out of the way as this razor came and embedded itself in the floor. You kind of got turned a little bit. You would be able to see Harold going up the stairs. What are you doing?
She's getting up. Harold, what are you doing? We should go the other way.
My mother's calling. I gotta take care of this once
It's
and for all.
not your mom.
But she needs her meds.
Oh my god. And Stephanie will push herself up and she'll start running after him.
Should tell the two of you, the stairway that goes up has a lot of stairs. And as you're taking a couple steps up, it really feels like you're not getting that far. Kind of imagine like the staircase in Super Mario 64 that's just the endless stairs and keeps going and going. It's not quite that bad, but that's what it feels like as you're starting to run up these stairs. You're realizing just how gigantic this stairway is. Wayne, what are you doing?
All right, so I'm thinking I'm looking at the picture of the room again, and so where I was at like the
You
hole
would
in the
be-
wall, and I dove out of the
Yeah,
way.
we'll say that you're at the left of the hole with Jimmy right next to you.
Okay, and then so like Harold and Stephanie are all, like over by that armoire and everything.
They would be
kinda going-
behind you. Like they would be behind the picture.
Okay. Oh, okay. So they're running in the opposite direction.
Yes.
Okay, and where is like, and how much of the body is in the wall now?
His thighs are halfway in, halfway out. So, just over half his body is in there. He did break the hole bigger, so it's bigger than it is in the picture now.
And where's that width?
It went right through the sofa, and it's embedded in the ground right now.
Okay, is it like connected to his hand or something like that?
He's got a solid grip on it, yes, and his hand would be sticking out of the hole.
Okay. I'm gonna go after his hand. I would like to lunge at his hand and like his wrist, and I want to start biting it as hard as I possibly can. Just trying to like either make him drop it or whatever it might be. It's just doing it I can. I don't have any knives on me. It doesn't look like so.
You should have a hunting
Deep
knife on you.
If I do have a hunting knife, then I will literally just try to stab him through like the wrist hand area.
At the very least, you would have a multi-tool if you didn't get rid of your hunting knife somehow.
I mean, I have these bicycle spokes that I'm really excited about.
You can do the teeth if that's what you really want to do, or you can use the knife or the bicycle spokes. Your choice.
See,
I'm a generous DM.
I think the teeth sound fun, and I just
Okay,
want to
I
try.
think it sounds fun too, so let's do it.
I've been doing a lot of cannibalism on Defenders of Kobold lately, so
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Well, even our very first session here, you were biting, or you were shaking the blood off
Yeah.
on a kid's
Oh,
face.
you
16.
did just bite into that
16.
kid's neck.
Wayne's messed up, guys. Like he's
No,
got
13,
some
you already had it.
problems.
Would have never guessed it.
16,
Give me the house die,
16.
too.
Oh yeah, house die. 3.
All right. You just start gnawing on the hand, and you hear a little laugh coming from the darkness as he seems to really be enjoying this. You're gonna get through. He's not gonna let go, but you are causing a lot of damage to his hand. Your hand is your mouth is filled with that metallic blood taste, and you got chunks that are coming off left and right.
And I'm just like, and I am not letting go of like I am just embedding my mouth onto his wrist hand. I don't want to let go.
All right. Stephanie and Harold, as you're going up the stairway, you're going to see a figure descending towards you. And Harold, you're going to be hearing, "Harold, where's my dinner?" And you see this figure It's a full-bodied woman in a thick dress, and over her dress she wears a fancy coat with large buttons, but she only has a skull for a head. And the upper torso skeletons of children, just like the spine and skull and arms and maybe a few ribs, are clinging to the coat and the dress desperately as she's descending the staircase, and they're all bouncing with her, rushing towards you, Harold. The Arbiter, he's going to use his other hand and just grab the back of Wayne's head. Give me a defense check here, Wayne. I'm going to say you're at this. You have Bane here, but you already had Boone anyway, so just do the 2d6.
Okay.
We'll cancel it out.
So just normal rating check.
Yes.
Okay. 11.
11. You guys are rolling great tonight. Nice job. He is going to, his hand is going to have razors that were embedded in it, just coming out like razor blades, like you would have on a safety razor. And he just went to grab your head, but you were able to, you were already in the chaotic frenzy and the gnashing and the gnawing, and you ripped your head away right as his hand goes and clamps on his own hand. And you could see that metal in the razors. It probably clipped your ear a little bit and cut some hair off as it went past, maybe ripped a bit of your bandana. But you were able to avoid most of it. James,
go back to the
what are you
sewing
doing?
I'm going to say an Italian swear I learned from my mom when I was a kid, and I'm going to try to kick him right in the junk.
Yes. Another rating check and a house die. Oh, Jeff, I need your house die too.
3 again.
I'm fine with that. I don't know about that.
All right, the house hates you again. However, you do successfully kick him. Go ahead and describe how you're kicking him back into this darkness here. As you kick him, and you're going to break him through the plaster as well.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so I've got him like bent towards the thing. I've got my arm clamped around his wrist. I'm just going to push him forward, take a step back, sort of like do like I'm going to make a gallop or a skip, just do, and then bring my knee brace right into his junk.
Yes. And you're going to hear
A pop.
a pop, and kind of like bone on bone as something else is cracking in there as well. You definitely broke something, and he goes flying through the plaster into the darkness behind, and you're gonna hear, oh, delicious. However, you can't see into the hole, so you don't know if there's any more movement or anything like that. Harold and Stephanie, you see this figure coming down the stairway towards you. What are you two doing?
Harold, I told you that wasn't your mom. We need to go.
Okay. Okay. Oh shit. Oh god. It's like realization kind of sinks in, and I will turn and run.
And you're gonna hear behind you. Stephanie, are you running with him?
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna hear from behind, oh, my poor sweet baby, you're hurt. Sweet child, let mommy take care of you. And you are going to feel a hand from behind Harold. Give me a rating check as you try to avoid this. You feel fingers grabbing at your neck.
Would be an 8.
8. Give me a house die too.
Oh god.
1d6.
That's a 4.
And the house hates you.
Of
Oh,
course.
great. Stephanie, you're going to feel a massive cold draft coming down the stairway, and it's going to hit you with force and just instantly give you chills. Wayne and James, you're going to feel it just a second later as it comes forward. And all three of you are going to look that direction as you see this bony hand grabbing Chuck grabbing Harold by the neck and pulling him back up the stairway. Stephanie, what are you doing?
Like how close am I still to him on the staircase?
A couple stairs away. He's probably just out of arm's reach.
I'm gonna get up to him and try and tackle him down the stairs.
Okay. We'll say rating check, probably with Boone, because he would want you to grab him out, I assume, right, Harold?
Yeah.
Cool, so 3d6. $15.
3d6, we're dropping the lowest, so it's going to be a 12. Sorry. No, it's fine.
Oh man, how's that?
You are going to hit him, and he's going to kind of fall into the folds of her dress and land with a little crunch on the stairs. It's not too hard on you, Harold, because you didn't have too far to go since you're going up the stairway, but those edges of the stairs definitely dig into you. And the mother is going to be screaming, go away, let him rest. There's no better balm than a mother's love. Wayne and James, what are you doing?
Would Wayne have had any chance to try to yank the whip out of the Arbiter's hand as Jimmy knocked him back into?
No.
Okay. It's because you don't want Wayne to have like an overpowered whip weapon. Right? Just want to make sure.
It was retracted back into his hand, is what we're going to say, Wolverine style.
But I was trying to bite his hand off, to be fair.
Yeah, so you would have created an opening that you could have seen the metal go through.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around. Is my shotgun still shouting at me?
It is still screaming bloody murder, yes.
Okay.
Things have escalated so much.
Actually, at this point, you dropped it. It probably would have started grinding its teeth and just groaning in pain.
Okay. And so I just saw. So Stephanie just yanked Harold, and Harold's
yes,
free
and you're going to be able to
that.
see them very clearly on that staircase.
Okay. I don't know. Jake, do you have an idea?
No.
I'm trying to think how my Range Rover would be useful here. Useless.
My Range Rover.
You could have
If you had it, it'd be great.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I picked that. Okay.
My character should have brought some ninja stars. That way his frisbee golf skill would have come in handy.
I should have said I had blades for teeth. I had razor blades instead of teeth. Shit. Okay. So was there a door that separated the staircase from us?
No,
Or is
it was just open.
All right. All right. I think what Wayne will do is, can you know
what, Wayne, you're taking too long. James, what are you doing?
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm being an asshole. I'm sorry.
I cannot wait until you're in my wondering. I can't wait until the tables are turned.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
I'm gonna mute him all the time on Zoom. I'm like, oh, did I not center you and we can't see your face?
Yeah. I deserve it. I know I do.
I'm just gonna try to push the armoire in front of the hole in the door, if that's okay.
Yeah. Won't even need a rating check. You're just gonna get started. It's gonna take you maybe an action or two, but you're definitely gonna be able to like throw the sofa out of the way and then start pushing. Okay. James.
I'll try to skip quickly up the stairs to get to the crazy bonehead mama.
You're gonna move as fast as you can, but there is some distance to cover, so they're gonna get actions in between.
And I got a bad leg, so there's that.
And exactly. And your brace might be a little dinged up now from using it to crush a man.
Mash some eggs, yeah.
That's a way to put it.
The mother is reaching out to grab Harold again. Harold, you are on the stairway. Your back's on the stairway. Give me a rating check as you're trying to roll free.
Sure. 12.
12 is just enough.
You want a house die?
Yes, I do.
1.
Well, that's good. The house waits
Oh,
for
okay.
you. I mean, it's not good for me, but go ahead. Describe how like the hand is reaching out. What are you doing?
And how I'm getting away.
Yes.
I don't know, like growing up in my great grandmother's house, she had these old like Victorian stairs that were super steep, and the stairs were tiny. So the nice thing is if you like sat at the top of the stairs and just scooted down and laid flat, it was just like a slide. You just slide down. So
Exactly like that.
I'm just gonna plank here. Just gonna go rigid and straight and just slide down the stairs.
Thump, 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 thump. You get about 4 or 5 steps down, just out of her reach as the hand is coming towards you. It's your action now, Harold. What are you doing?
Continuing.
Continuing to thump, 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 thump.
Yeah.
Doing this
All
with
right.
his fingers so he goes faster.
Oh my god, that is so bad. That's what you've been doing this whole time. Oh my god. Ashley, he just thumped
Yes.
right past you, planked right down. Mother is still right in front of you, but she was not reaching towards you. What are you doing?
So I'm just gonna try and like hold on to Harold, and we're gonna roll down these stairs because it's gonna be a whole lot faster than
Okay.
running.
Yeah, it will be. You line up way too well with that picture. That's so.
It made me laugh so hard I'm crying.
We're just going Princess Bride all the way as they're both
The two of
tumbling down
you
the
start
stairs.
Yes,
thumping
exactly.
and tumbling down.
That's what I was thinking of.
And the mother is screeching, "You always abandoned me. No one ever loved me." And she begins to go up the stairs backwards and fades into the darkness there. It appears for now you are out of danger as much as possible here.
Try to help the other two up and do like a Harrison Ford dramatic point the stairs, like, don't you even, like, and try to get everyone dusted off.
You're in present danger. How dare you, sir?
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. Is the phone still ringing?
Oh yeah. And the gun is still moaning on the ground too.
And Wayne will just be hovering over top of it. Shut up! Like as loud as he can, hairs flying all over the place.
I might have something that I might be able to help you out with this.
Feed it wine until it
Get
gets all
therapy.
slurred.
I will take my wine key, the MVP of this game, and I will shove it in the mouth of the barrel.
Generally, we have to vote on MVP. Chuck is just taking an executive decision
That
here.
makes sense.
You know what? Yeah, I support it. I support this coup.
All right. The wine key, was gritting its teeth, and you're just going to shove it in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna like use the little knife on it and like pry its mouth open.
Yeah, you're going to break off a tooth or two as you use the
Yeah.
leverage. Blood starts gushing, and your hand kind of went in a little bit as it gave, and you cut a little bit of the tongue inside there. And there's a gurgling sound as blood is gushing, but it's still groaning.
I would be quite curious if this still fires.
Just get the bullets. We have another shotgun. As Stephanie like holds hers.
How many shells do we have left?
I had 4.
I have 8.
You
I've
should
got 3
use
in my
one for
pocket.
this.
I mean, unfortunately, I have 8, but like some of them are in, like 3 of them are in that screaming shotgun right now.
You should.
That's
just
what I'm saying.
pull
We
the
should
trigger.
unload it.
Just shoot the mouth
Okay.
off of it.
I point the gun at Harold and
No.
What?
This is not.
Oh, I thought you said to shoot you.
No,
Point
I
it
said
at the hole.
the shot. Shoot it. Shoot
Hole.
into the hole.
Well, I can just shoot down into the ground or something. We don't want to open up the wall again. I just put the freaking thing there to cover the hole.
That is.
Oh, for God's sake, I'll pick up the
I sh-
shotgun and just rack the slide as it's screaming at me. Just get all the shells out of it.
Yeah, you tilt it up to start racking the slide, and it begins choking on the blood that Harold from the injury that Harold caused. But the 3 shells do come out as the shotgun is choking.
I thought you were gonna say he starts racking the slide and it like moans or something like that.
I should have, but no.
Right.
We're getting a little too sexual here.
The masochist in play.
Anyway, if nobody
I don't keep
stops me,
shame.
I'm gonna
Whatever-
throw
whatever
it
you
through the
like.
hole in the wall.
You're putting what through the hole in the wall?
The gun, the shotgun, the moaning
Gun.
shotgun.
Whoa,
okay.
what the? There's no hole in the wall anymore. I covered the hole.
The
Oh yeah.
he.
Well, then I'll just
Yeah,
throw it
there
at
we
the
go.
couch, going, "Damn it!"
All right. It is still
Is the shotgun dead yet?
no, it's not dead.
Can we
Okay.
leave it like propped up so that it drowns?
I'm not leaving it behind. Like I'm taking it with me. This is my
Oh,
shotgun.
then just carry it so that it drowns.
It is making a lot of noise, so just bear in mind that you will constantly have that background noise of it.
Wayne will
coughing
be
and
screaming back at it. He'll be
Okay.
screaming back at it.
So Stephanie's
Okay,
got
that's
like
what
a
this is
couple
now.
scrunchies in her purse. And so she'll take those out, like they're big scrunchies, and she's just gonna stuff them in the mouth to like
choking.
gag it up.
All right, so now there's just a dull groaning instead of a loud groaning.
Okay, cool.
It's muffled, but it's still making noise.
At least
Still
it's
very
not
noticeable,
loud.
but it's not quite as bad. Give it an hour, and you'll all be making mental checks to
Okay.
not go crazy from this.
Fair.
I'm
I
adapted.
will
Sorry.
then go through the door with the ringing phone,
Yeah.
convinced
Okay.
that the smiling man is, at this point, the least of my worries.
All right, 1 second here. You are going to be seeing a sitting room of sorts. It's a family gathering place, but with no family. This room is retreated into a realm of pure loneliness. There's a couch along one wall, a small decorative table against another, and a large, rather old-fashioned telephone rings. It's heavy and black with a steel rotary dial rather than buttons, and a small notebook sits on the table next to it. And there's a framed family portrait that hangs on the wall. Several of the faces are scratched off the portrait, and you can hear the phone ringing.
Is there a pencil or a pen by the notepad?
There would be a pencil nearby, yes.
Okay. I'll grab the pencil and I'll get ready to write down in the notebook, and I will answer the phone. Hello?
Okay. Can you hear this ringing right now?
I can.
Okay.
What ringing?
You are going to hear
Oh, man. I could not hear that, unfortunately.
Mother is very cross. You should probably hide. And it's very staticky, but it's definitely the sound of a child.
I will write that down. Mother is very cross. Then in just giant letters, hide. All right. I'll hang up. Mother is cross with us, and we should probably hide, but I think she's parked upstairs right now, right? So if we don't go up there, we're good.
Presuming that was Mother, and I mean, I don't see how it couldn't be. I don't see any good places to hide in this room.
I think I'm done hiding.
The phone was ringing before you pissed off Mother.
That's true. Unless she was just closing in on us and us stopping to deal with Mr. Metal Hat. Gave her time to catch up.
Oh, I heard that, and I am not okay.
Yeah, Stephanie's looking for a hiding place.
I'll pick the phone up.
Ah,
James, you were right next to it. You could grab it first, but Harold said he wanted to go for it. Are you going to let him go for it?
I will reach for it, but if Harold starts to move for it, I'll motion towards it, like, by all means, and then I'll just sort of like start doing stretches from my neck, getting ready to punch a giant mother in the face.
Pick it up.
Hello, who's calling? And you hear the voice of your mother.
I hang it up. Wrong number.
I need a rating 2 mental attack from the shock here. So you need to roll a 7 or higher, which you just barely got. Give me a house die as well.
3.
All right, the house hates you,
Yeah, sounds
as
right.
always. Wayne, you hear a whispering.
Oh yeah. What does it say?
They're going to kill you.
And do I see a source of it, or is it just sort of manifesting in my ears?
It sounds like it's just right behind you, like someone, you can almost feel the breath of someone talking on your ear.
I turn around and see if there's anyone looking over my shoulder, and then and I'll say, "Yeah, don't worry, not if I do it first. But thank you for the warning. Why don't you come on out and I can thank you proper?"
There's no response.
Don't be shy. We're all friends. It's all good. No big deal.
Still no response.
Come on. Don't be a wallflower. We're just hanging out, Come on now.
James and Harold, you two are right next to the family portrait, being next to the camera. So you're going to see this the best, but all of you can see it.
Lost.
Okay.
If I reach up to pull down the picture, would there be any detail on the back of it by any chance?
Good question. You reach up and it's easy to lift. It's somewhat heavy, like you would expect a portrait to be. You pull it off the frame. There's the wire in the back that it hung on, and there's a couple nails in the wall. Looking back, you just see the brown paper backing. Nothing jumps out at you.
I'm just gonna tear it apart.
Wait.
I
want to get up and I want to very closely inspect the young boy. I want to particularly study his eyes for a moment. And then after I've, taken it all in, I want to go up to Stephanie, just grab her by the side of the face, and I just want to look at her eye too to see.
So,
kind of
first thing you would notice when you start studying the boy is that you would see a very faint, shadowy figure in the image just over the boy's shoulder.
Oh shit, there it is.
Maybe another boy the same age, or maybe just a shadow. Looking at the eyes of that child and looking at Stephanie, you would realize they are not the same. The boy in the picture has a different eye color. His are brown, whereas Stephanie's one eye is green.
Okay, well, I don't know if that's a relief or not, but you all see this shadowy figure here, right?
Wayne will come up to inspect he'll closely behind Harold as he says that. And he'll just kind of lean over. Oh yeah, look at that. Hey Harold, you're not gonna kill me, are you?
No.
Yeah.
am.
I think that's
for you.
that's a Funko. Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Wayne will pick it up.
You're going to hear the voice of a child again. It's going to say, when you get where you're going, I'll already be there.
Well, make sure to keep a seat warm for me.
And then the phone goes silent.
Wayne will try to make a outgoing call,
Yeah.
knowing it's not going to work, but we'll try.
Yeah, you can try to make it. Are you calling 911? Who are you calling?
Ghostbusters.
I'm going to, I'll call 911. That makes sense.
Okay. It's the rotary dial, and you do the
Sure.
bring. But you should be hearing a beeping with each number, and you don't hear that beep. And the line stays silent the entire time. There's no ringing.
Yeah, so I'll just keep it up to my ear, and I'll kind of like lean it back. Yeah, they said that you're gonna kill me. Well, at least one of y'all. You guys gonna try to kill me?
I'm not.
Hey Jimmy, you gonna kill me?
I'll be honest with you, Wayne. I thought about it quite a bit, honestly.
Oh, you know what? Good. I mean, honesty is good. Honesty, I appreciate that.
To be fair, though, I've been thinking about killing all of us. Each of us individually, me included. So.
Oh yeah.
It's an equal opportunity sort of. Which one of us cracks first, me or all of you? Well, I guess if it's me, it could be anything, really. I mean, just trying to keep an open mind about all this.
And then Wayne's gonna put the phone down, but he's not gonna hang it back up. He's just gonna leave it off the. Yeah.
Okay.
I just hate that ringtone. It's just.
It's jarring.
Yeah.
So old,
So you guys have been looking at the portrait. There was a table or two that you didn't necessarily rifle through the drawers of, and then there is another door that leads out of this room other than the one you came in.
Well,
While they're doing the phone stuff, Stephanie will go through like the table drawers.
Nothing much. Pen and paper here and there. One of the tables has an address book. It has at least a dozen names. All of them are somewhat familiar to you. Not necessarily intimate names, but people that you know or you knew you grew up around from the old neighborhood, that kind of thing. It also has all of your names and addresses for Harold, Stephanie, Wayne, and James. And you would know that it is your current address, where you are living in present day. And phone numbers as well.
That's creepy.
What does it say for Wayne?
It says 555-3127, which is your
It's a
cell
total-
number.
It's a total bullshit number. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she'll put
1,
that
2, 3
in her
fake street.
purse. Yeah.
well,
Phone is
Wait a
ringing,
second.
but it is off the hook.
that shouldn't be happening.
I got it. Yeah. Hello.
I know your name.
Yeah, it's Wayne. Duh. What's yours?
And it's silent again.
Oh, it's a shame. That's a shame. It's a real shame. It's some little freaking kid saying they call my name. And I'm just gonna smash the telephone.
Give me a rating check.
Okay.
With the house die after.
Okay. Does my boon still apply?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Just check. Did I just go through? Yeah. So 16.
You are just, it's destroyed. The cord is ripped. The base is mangled. The actual earpiece is just crunched up like a crushed can. You drop it to the ground. And then it continues to ring.
No. No. I
That is a good one.
grab the mangled phone and I pick it up and I leave the room. I'm throwing it in the fucking hole.
Oh, you're going back there. Okay. You're going to have to move that dresser, that
Shit.
furniture to.
Well, then I'm just throwing it in that room and then closing the door.
Okay. And that is where we are going to end our session for the night. You guys are wonderful. I have so much fun playing with you every single time. We don't need to make that our official background, but it looks like it's going to be anyways. Let's do some shout outs for Defenders of Kobold. What do you got going on?
Oh my gosh, what is today? Saturday? So yeah, if you come by on Wednesday here on this channel, congratulations you. We're going to be playing some Forbidden Lands in the D&D basic setting Thunder Rift. Thursday, we're on the schedule to get back to Watercolors and Warriors. Hang on a second, because it's a secret campaign. The players don't know what the campaign is, but I got to make sure Ashley's not in the chat. Yep, Ashley's watching, so I can't tell you what it is. And then...
So she's not going to find out about all the robots that are coming?
No, she's not going to find out
lame.
about the robots.
Well,
And then
everyone's a robot in that campaign.
Friday, we'll be doing some more Shadowrun at 10. And then, what was it? We got a double header on Saturday. We've got at 1 p.m. over on Grim and Perilous Plays. We're doing Strixhaven. And then at 9 p.m. Over on Goodman Games Official, we're doing some more Weird Frontiers. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, and Tuesday, Grim and Perilous Plays at 6:30. We're doing Tribes of Midgard.
And what's going on in Adventures of Lollygagging Land?
Yeah, Monday we're playing twitch.tv/the Lollygaggers. We got Ultraviolet Grasslands. You can catch Chuck and myself in that.
Yeah.
Then Friday we're doing probably some Savage Worlds, not sure what yet, as we're taking a couple weeks before we start our Traveler game. And then Saturday we're going to be playing One Ring, and some real total jackass apparently is going to come start playing with us, who has a face for radio.
That's me.
He's going to be joining our company. Yeah.
Very cool.
Like that.
I'm the jackass. I'm the jackass.
I am going to kill so many of your characters. I hope you have like 5-10 of them ready to go, because it's just
playing
I got
right?
a dozen or two ready. Yeah, it's no big deal.
man. It's
no
gonna be
better way to
crazy.
learn a system than to create a whole ream of characters.
Yeah.
It's best to learn the dying rules first. That's how I feel. So that'll happen. Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for playing. Ashley, I absolutely loved your moment in the storeroom. You gave me chills.
That was good.
You did an amazing job. If you aren't caught up on Darkest House, go to Defenders of Kobold on YouTube. Get caught up. If you want to watch more, we will be back on the 12th for another session as I put these guys through the ringer.
Yeah.
All right.
Ring, ring,
Thank you
ring.
for watching, and good night, y'all.
Bye. Thank you.